Previously on Twilight's Edge. After their encounter with the Hell Knight Armigers, the party spends some time patching up wounds and catching their breath before continuing their path down towards the safe house. As they follow the chalk-drawn swords, Lowen is ambushed by a goblin leaping out of a camouflaged storage closet. The party is soon beleaguered by more sword-swinging angry goblins and have to fight them off in a narrow corridor. Our protagonists are victorious and are about to interrogate the one goblin who is still breathing.
Welcome back, dear listeners, to Tumble Through.
Tumble through.
Pew, pew, pew. I'm your GM Krifu, pronouns he, him, and I'm back again with our people in the sewer.
We're people. We are people, Krifu.
Sewer people.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
We are people.
Imagine all the people.
These PCs barely know each other's names at this point. It's hard to call them a group of friends or buddies on an adventure, They're just random folks in the sewers. Random sewer people. But let's meet these random sewer people.
Hi, I am Anna. I use they, them pronouns, and I'll be playing Lowen, he, they pronouns, or Nephilim wizard.
Hi, I'm Pat, he, they, she, and I'll be playing Flint, the ruffian rogue kobold. He, him.
Hi, I'm Marcus, pronouns are he, him. I'm playing Zakoon, the Grave Orc Oracle, and currently one of these random sewer people. Pronouns are he, him.
Hi, my name is Aida. My pronouns are she and her, and I'm playing Sombra. Her pronouns are she and they. She is a Kyle or fetchling monk.
Hi, I'm Evan, pronouns he, him, and I'll be playing Nico, the Matangi Orc Druid, also he, him, as well as Fugo, who's a little leshy familiar.
I was thinking about last time, Fugo, how Fugo helped with that twining of your cornucopia spell.
Yeah.
And how cute it is that Fugo helps, air quotes.
Little buddy.
Because technically
Mechanically.
Fugo doesn't really have hands.
Yeah. Fugo doesn't have hands?
Wait.
No, that is a
Wait,
familiar
no.
ability that you
We've
have
got
to select.
art, and they've got hands.
Yeah.
Listen. I mean, Fugo has.
I've paid euros for those hands, so
It's very much like a flailing sort of balloon thing. If you do need to pick the familiar ability to give them the manipulate.
To give them
ability.
hands.
If you want your flailing balloon Fugo yourself, go to our merch store right now.
This needs to be a crochet project.
So basically, Fugo's there going,
I'm Fugo, I'm nothing.
Fugo does have the ability speech at the moment.
And sometimes someone just reaffirming you and telling you you're doing good
Yeah, yeah.
is all the help you need.
The little buddy saying good job? Oh, yeah, great.
Yeah.
There is one more random sewer person with us, if I'm not mistaken.
there is a gobbo that has been kissed awake, slapped awake by Flint's.
I hate you.
We like to call that a Mwangi kiss.
We got the vibe that Flint's definitely not a good cop.
No.
We're definitely that's continuing. So as we are crowded into this dingy den where the gobos have been making their home here in the sewers, Flint and the goblin are sort of in there, and the goblin's eyes open, glowing red in the darkness. I'm sorry. We're just protecting our turf.
Understandable. We're just passing through. You guys really should learn a bit more diplomacy, though.
I promise. The diplomancy will get straight on studying magic.
Yeah, next time I see you, I want a bunch of diplomancers down here. But for now, you can start. We're looking for symbols. They look like swords. Chalk on the walls.
We've got dog slicers. We can give you those.
I don't want your... I look over at Nico, or maybe some, but I don't want them. I want information. Where are the chalk things? The chalk drawings?
Give me an intimidate, please.
Absolutely.
I think Nico and possibly Zekun are watching very carefully about how Flint handles this
Sure.
encounter because, yeah.
Okay.
That's a 9, but I'm going to use a hero point for it. Ugh. I've got Ida's luck this day, so I got an 8 this time, so that's an 8.
Is there a Pathfinder term for when you use a hero point and it turns up worse? There's got to be one. Yeah.
Oh, we need a phrase for that. We need a term. Oh, I got unheroed.
Deheroed.
A he no point.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, God.
You should get a hero for that.
Or lose them.
Looks like that's a hero point, yeah.
Yeah.
Luckily, it wasn't a critical fail. I don't know anything, and even if I did, I wouldn't tell you about it, Copper.
All right. That's fine. Maybe your friends will tell me about it.
Summer snorts.
Unfortunately, he still sort of opens his eyes like they get wetter. Are they? Am I?
Oh, yeah, no. I'll take you to them. 1 sec. And I grab him by the scruff. And I just point down the alley at where the other two are floating in the silver water. Say hello.
Zekun notices what's happening, and he's stepping up there, looks at Flynn, gives him a bit of a shocked glare, and then goes to the goblin. What my companion is trying to say. Are you hurt?
That's definitely not what I'm trying to say, Zakun.
Flint, buddy, how about you just back away here? Let Zekun have a chat with the nice goblin.
Yes, a little bit further away from the corpses of his friends.
Yeah.
As if we didn't kill them ourselves. It's like, okay. I wonder where these corpses came from.
I'm going to make an athletics check.
Oh. Against who or what?
Against Flint, who's holding him.
Is this goblin wounded?
It's the one you clocked out.
Technically, it has 0 HP.
So it wouldn't be at full strength, kind of, right? I'm making a case that might have some penalties on doing this.
It would have to run past half of us as well.
The check is just for being able to wiggle out, assuming that's what's happened.
As Zekun tries to come over and calm the goblin, it begins wiggling super hard, Flint, and trying to get out of your grasp.
I'm gonna I'll say, you know what? And I'm gonna just both hands grab his goblin around the shoulders and thrust him at Zekun. You'd be better off telling my friend here, or yours. And he steps away.
And Zekun lowers himself a bit down, looks at the goblin, who's probably pretty panicked right now, and goes, "Listen, little one, we are looking for a place that some chalk drawings should bring us to. If you've seen any of these drawings, and you could point us into that direction, we'll be on our way. We're awfully sorry about this entire miscommunication. We're awfully sorry about your friends or buddies, but we just want to move on." And while I say that, I would like to show a little bit of good faith, a little bit of camaraderie. I would like to use my nudge the scales, which allows me to just, while I'm looking at the goblin, have one hand on him. I'm going to channel some of my life force from my oracular presence into that goblin. So he restores 4 hit points, just a flat 4 hit points. But my companions around me would also see that my skin becomes even more pale. And there's very briefly a cold wind that wafts off of me as I get my curse-bound condition.
Ooh.
And the goblin gets 4 hit points back.
Okay. As you do this, make a diplomacy check for me, please.
Perfect. Yes. Diplomacy.
And this is remastered Oracle, huh?
Yeah, that's the remastered Oracle.
Nice.
Yeah, they changed up the mechanics there. That is a total of 22 for the diplomacy check.
Okay, that is a critical success with your healing as a little extra bonus there.
Nice.
Okay, it was unfriendly, I mean, technically, it might have been even hostile at this
Yeah.
point. But as you heal it, the goblin sort of and like looks up at you, and there's this. As it looks up at you, the light is sort of glowing around you. But now that curse has come into effect, I feel like, if anything, the light comes down under your chin and gives this like
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
skull-like effect, creepy, a specter of death bringing him back.
I've given life to him, but I've become more of an aspect of death as I do so.
The swords. Yeah, some people were down here. We hid from them. They didn't see us. We're usually pretty good at hiding, but not this time, I guess. They marked the walls. We followed them once.
You still know how we could get there?
Then they point down the tunnel past their den. Down there, the four-way intersection. The next mark washed away. But it's the second tunnel to your left.
Second tunnel to our left. Excellent.
Which would technically be the one straight ahead.
Yeah. Excellent. And as the goblin gave Zekun that information, he has been reaching into his healer's kit, gets out again this salve which has a bit of that mint aroma that he also used on Sombra earlier, and he like takes a little dot out of it and just like puts a little bit on the nose of the goblin, and is like, just whoops it on there. Thank you. Zakun's the name. What's your name?
Fizzle.
Fizzle. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
Fizzle turns around and looks at the 3 dead goblins. Inside the den, Nico is there, and Fugo has hopped off your shoulder and has like been digging through a lot of the rubbish here, just sort of like air quotes munching on some of the sort of like dirt and rotting things that they're finding in here.
With his hands?
Technically feet.
With the nubbins.
Oh.
With nubbins.
It just stands on it and like rubs its feet into like some of the rotted food in here.
Oh, cute.
But Nico, you see Fugo like pop out of underneath like one dirty blanket.
What is it, buddy?
Nico, psst, here.
And as they sort of push the blanket aside with their big mushroom head, you can see a small pouch, and they kind of push it towards you, and there's a tinkling of coins.
Oh, coinage.
I found some treasure.
Oh, well done, Fugo. Thank you so much. Yeah, this will go towards helping lots of people, and just puts it into his pocket. Oh, what's in there, by the way?
To be clear, don't intimidate them, but do rob them. I'm doing cool with this. Okay. All right. Okay.
Can we take this too?
And they like hold up this like rotting carrot with like mold on it,
Oh, absolutely. We can take that as well.
and they sort of like look at you expectantly
Do we have...
to pick it up.
Oh, because I've got no hands.
Yeah, we just because they can't pick it up.
Hands for Hugo. Hands for Hugo. Hands for Hugo.
You will never avoid this.
Shake hands with Hugo.
I have no hands and I must eat.
Okay, hold on. Here you go. And I pick it up and I go to feed Fugo with the rotten carrot.
Oh.
Not all of it. I'll save some for later and put it back in a little pouch.
Cool.
Not with the gold or the treasure, whatever it was in there.
All right, thanks.
No worries, buddy.
20 silver pieces in the pouch.
Okay. I feel I should leave some with this goblin for Fizzle.
What's it say on that pouch? Goblin puppy fun. Huh, yeah.
Do you want to put it in your inventory, or should I put it in the party stash?
We take 5 out. I'll give 5 to Fizzle. Go, here, Fizzle. Here's some silver.
Your own money?
Here's some of your own money back.
How am I the bad cop?
We're gonna need this, the rest of it though. So, hey, enjoy being alive.
Lowen just looks at this whole ordeal that's going on and he's just like, well, you two are certainly good at making this little guy feel better. I should take classes, I think.
It's just this.
Tambra's just like smirking with her back against the sewer wall while she's bandaging herself. She's like, better you than me.
It just felt really awkward. I mean, I wanted to take it because Fugo gave it to me, but at the same time, some of it, well, all of it belonged to Fizzle. Can we just go?
Yes, you handled that so well.
Right, yeah. We should get moving.
Nico, go ahead and put 15 silver pieces in your inventory then.
Okay, thank you.
As you leave, Fizzle slumps down holding the 5 coins and sort of just like looks around, and as the light sort of dissipates, we can just see its glowing red eyes here in this tunnel.
Oh, we've made a BBEG.
And that's the villain arc started.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's absolutely. Fizzle comes back later to get us.
Oh, he's writing it down.
A string of murders across the region, each body found with 5 silver coins on them.
Oh, nice.
Technically, Zekun's critical success brought Fizzle up to indifferent.
Yeah, but considering all the things happening here, this is.
That's a great outcome.
Man, what a rollercoaster for Fizzle, eh? What a day.
Yeah. I mean, that was 3 rounds. So, like in like a minute, Fizzle's life was completely.
Fizzle's life was flipped upside down.
We're a bit further down the corridor, and we can just hear, "My carrot, no!"
Okay. Just as Fizzle described, further on down, we come to a 4-way intersection. There is no discernible mark, but he has let you know that it's the second to the left.
Hey, just give me a sec. I wanna try something, and I'll crouch down, and I'll put my hand sort of on the floor. Is it underwater, or is there a path on the side, or is it all just underwater?
Both.
Both. Okay.
You've been walking half in and half out of the water.
I'll put my hand on a drier spot, and I'll concentrate, and I'll push my senses into the floor and try and connect with like a mycelium network, and I'll cast root reading, which is a cantrip, and I gain general insights into the immediate
Does
vicinity.
algae count as?
I think algae's a type of
It's roots and
like a moss?
trees and bushes.
Well, I was thinking because I'm more like a
We can count like the algae that's growing in the water.
It'd be like moss on the walls, maybe, and
moss
stuff.
and fungal networks. They run through like cracks and stones and stuff.
Sure, but as we've determined, we've like the stone itself is pretty clean.
Oh, right.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah, if you like put your hand in the sewage water, maybe there's some life in there.
sure. I mean, but if it's been cleaned of that mycelium network, that means that would have been something other than the
Yeah, that
council
can't be
workers.
just like a halfling job.
Yeah, with a brush.
Yeah.
That is something entirely different.
Griffith's just nodding. You guys listening at home can't hear this, of course, but Griffith is just grinning and nodding,
Yeah.
like a bastard.
We're basically trying to put this together like we're in CSI, and we're putting together these clues.
Yeah. This place is too clean for halfling jobbers.
Yeah.
As you kneel down, Nico, go ahead and make a nature check.
Nature. That's a 17.
So that's exactly what you realize, that something here has not just cleaned this space, but has dissolved what matter could have grown on here. And take a hero point for making that connection.
Oh, hey!
Nice.
Oh. Bow, bow, bow. Can I sort of recall knowledge of a creature or something that would do that?
You can give me a secret occultism check.
That's my worst, but hey.
You would assume that there is some sort of ooze that is moving through the sewers and using its acidic form to dissolve and eat up the refuse and rubbish that has been left and drawn down here.
Hey, gang. I don't want to alarm you, but the reason why this place is so clean and why I can't use my root reading is because everything's been stripped out by some kind of ooze that's been layering down here
Wonderful.
and dissolving anything that's in these corridors.
Well, then let's hurry.
Specifically dissolving organic material, nothing metal, stone, or inorganic.
Well, then let's hurry before this thing finds us. Because I don't feel like having any more run-ins today.
There are only so many things I enjoy punching. Punching an ooze does not sound very pleasant.
No.
Is that a typical thing to do in a city sewer, to have an ooze in here?
You'd be surprised what kind of stuff lingers around this city.
I'm fascinated by all the new things I learn every day about this city.
It's probably pretty smart though, if you were like put an ooze in here to keep it clean.
Not so smart if it escapes, I imagine, but
But that also means our companions may or may not be running into this thing. We need to move.
Absolutely.
It's true.
smart thinking.
Yeah, good point. Yeah.
Allons-y.
I think Flint jogs up alongside Sombra, says, "Here, Sombra, right?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, reckon we got off on the wrong foot. I'm not particularly fond of being down here, but I'm also not one to go strictly by the softly approach. From watching you fight earlier, seems like you're not either."
Okay.
He rolls his eyes and says, "What I'm saying is, looks like you're good in a pinch. Glad to have you."
Appreciate you saying that, Flint.
Ugh, yeah, all right. And he walks on in front of her.
While we're walking, Zekun would be like trying to catch up a little bit with Lowen and asks, "We're quite the cosmopolitan bunch here, but kind of feel like the odd one out." And that's saying something in a group with a Dotari in it and a fist-swinging frontliner.
I am quite used to being the odd one out. Your point is?
Well, I'm just kind of trying, as we're now spending some bonding time down here in the sewers, trying to get to know each other a little bit better. Is this your first time down in the sewers?
No, I have been... Well, maybe not in this part, but I have been in sewers before, I suppose. They are a good way to avoid the general populace in the streets. Let's just put it like that. What about you, if we're doing small talk?
First time in sewers in general.
Good to know. What is your favorite color?
I feel a hint of sarcasm in that question.
Well, that is all your interpretation.
Do you...
Are you new to the city?
Well,
You seem new.
relatively. Just a few weeks at most. I'm with some of the other Belkson orcs that came recently to the city. Up in the Pliatra. And I was just trying to have a conversation with a person who might have some work for us. And here we are now, in the sewers, going to a hideout of some gang? Group? You know more about where we're heading?
Yeah. Not quite. I'm just as caught up in this as you are. However, it seems that my former assistant is caught up in this in some way as well. And I would rather like to keep him safe, so I would like to make it to the safe house to see if he's there. If he's not, then I will have to go and find him, I suppose.
I think we all have some people there. We want to make sure that are safe. Feels like that's the binding tie right now.
I suppose so, because... And he sort of looks at the group. Like you said, it is an odd bunch.
After some walking, we come to a junction where a side tunnel branches off of this current one. I'd like everyone to make a blind perception check.
Very upsetting to hear those words.
Yeah.
Get used to it.
Ooh, I got a question mark.
Oh, how cool. I also got a question mark. Yay, question mark buddies.
Yay.
Oh,
sick
yeah.
question mark. Nice.
What are the chances?
Hell yeah.
Favorite result.
It's Latin Heritage Month. I want mine to be upside down.
Yeah.
Lowen, you're the one who's most familiar with how to spot these things, and you don't see a sword here. You're certain of it.
Yeah, I think he'll, as they've been walking, he'll like have looked and he's like, I can't find any more of these swords. I don't. What if that little fucker sent us into the wrong direction?
Wouldn't blame him after we beat him and his friends up.
Yeah.
I didn't get a fucking apology after he started. He and his buddies wailed their crossbows on me, raises our bloodied arms.
Yeah. We made an attempt to be nice.
Well, I mean, I would have done the exact same thing, but that does mean it is putting us in an unfortunate situation. We could continue walking, or we could head back and try another tunnel. I don't know what would be the best way.
None of you have been here before? Have any kind of sense of direction of where to go?
Funnily enough, I don't make a habit of getting into the sewers.
No, I've not been in this part. This is new.
Is it still clean down here? Is it like, suspiciously clean down here everywhere?
All over, everywhere. You haven't seen any place where it's not suspiciously clean.
And I assume it's also so clean that we wouldn't be able to like track any footsteps or something that have come by recently, any kind of traces if anyone else has moved by here and in which direction.
No, it's just picking and choosing at this point.
And you mentioned that this thing was consuming organic matter, so it wouldn't have like wiped the stuff off the wall or something.
No, the chalk that it's drawn in is inorganic.
Okay.
Right.
Well, I guess we just got to pick a direction.
I suppose.
Let's just keep moving forward, I would gather.
Good to know there was any.
We either run into our companions, we run into people who don't want us here, we take them out, which helps our companions.
Yeah, I'm with Sombra. Let's move forward.
Shall we,
Right.
might draw a map.
Yeah.
Gets out his little recipe book that he keeps for like all his different food ideas that pop into his head, and his scratches a mark on the wall, like directs like a direction, maybe not too like easily to spot, and then in his notebook makes a little drawing.
On we go.
Yeah, press onwards.
Okay. We hit several intersections over the span of 45 minutes and have yet to find any sort of arrow. That brings us to closer to 4 p.m., which means Sombra is available to have her wounds treated again.
Are we stopping then to do that? I guess.
It would take 10 minutes.
Can I use the 10 minutes to refocus to get my focus spell back?
Yeah, can I do the same with and I'll just chill and chat with Fugo.
Yep.
We're basically like in game, we're like taking a breather, and is Sombra also up to getting her wounds patched up?
You see already Sombra clumsily, but nonetheless pull out her own healing kit, and you see her bloody, dirty fingers starting to mess up the bandages.
Oh no.
Does everyone in the party have a healing kit?
No, I don't.
But the majority.
But we're all trained in medicine, I think.
I am trained
I am
in
so
medicine.
proud of this party. Yes, this is good. But Sombra is already messing around with the gauze, and Zakun is moving over there. It's like, what did I tell you earlier today? When I patched up that bruise of yours?
You're welcome.
Where does it hurt now? The hand?
No, it's just, I'm gonna patch up my arms. I'll be fine.
Right?
Your patch job did fine. It doesn't hurt when I breathe.
Zakun is just gonna stand up and just like arms crossed is just gonna look at Sombra patching herself up.
Oh, haven't you got arrows stuck in you still, or?
They slice past my arm. I'm not a porcupine. Thank goodness.
Flint, what are you doing during this 10-minute break?
I think Flint's pacing. Like, this is every second that passes is a second that he's not finding his sister. He's not doing something like problem. He's with this group, but he's not with this group. So, but he can't go on without them. He doesn't know where he's going. He doesn't have any more credentials to get into this secret hideout that these guys seem to. So he's stuck with them, and that's the vibe he's getting off. That he's stuck with them as he paces about.
Pardon, I don't have a medicine kit. I thought I did. It's just So you see, effectively, Sombra just like pull up old bandages, and that's her half-assed attempt at.
Zekun is putting his medicine kit next to Sombra, and then resumes his crossed arms position to look at her do the job.
Do I just roll a medicine check?
You can, yeah.
Rolled a total 24 as I
Nice.
realize my fingers are too bloodied and dirty. So I kind of flick it up with my wrist, catch it with my teeth, and use my knuckles to start tying. And I hold tension with the edge of my teeth, rip it off, and then bounce it back up with my elbow over to Zekun. Thanks. Again.
Hey, that was an amazing job. That's some clear stitching there.
We can share notes.
Did you stitch up those scars yourself as well? Mentioning the scars he saw earlier.
I forget which I did, and I forget which I've had stitched up by someone else.
I'm sorry, I don't want to bring up.
I mean so genuinely. There's too many to keep track of. I mean.
He takes back the medicine kit.
Go ahead and roll 2d8 for healing, Sombra.
You were just one short of a critical success on that as well.
Right.
That was just one short.
I heal 4 points.
Nico, you were saying you're talking to Fugo?
Yeah, I was talking to Fugo. Just it's like a downtime, like a meditative, just almost, I guess, maybe we're like a little back and forth, just talking about our emotions, about what's going on with the party, where we are, how does he feel?
Nico,
Yeah?
you think Viddy's okay?
Oh, I really hope so. I really hope he's okay. He seemed pretty scared.
Nico, do you like Viddy?
Yeah, I like Viddy. What do you think? Do you like?
I mean, you like him, right?
Yeah, I like him. What do you think he likes?
You like him.
I want to get him a gift. What do you think he likes?
Well,
And I feel like Fugo's sitting on the edge of the ledge with their little mushroom feet dangling in the sewage.
Does he have actual feet, Krifu?
No, either don't do this to us, please.
He better have
Please.
We have that sketch.
Oh God.
There's
damn it.
there's feet.
Yes,
like
feet, but
Are
not
they
hands.
feet, or are they
they're like appendages.
But they're not like feet, toes and stuff.
No toes or anything like.
Okay, all right.
Little twinkling toes.
Absolutely not.
They're like Dr. Zeus drawing feet. You know, they're sort of like those kind of floppy, kind of like slipper feet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. I'm looking at the sketch.
Oh, look at those hands opening their bag.
Yes, but it's not enough to actually count as to manipulate. Anyway,
Welcome to Tumble Through, where we debate about the details on artwork.
Justice for leshy hands. Justice for leshy hands.
well, I think Viddy likes veggies, and I think Viddy likes flowers, maybe?
Flowers and veggies. Yeah.
Viddy spends a lot of time in the Arboretum, so something like that, maybe?
Oh, yeah. Good idea. Thank you. I'm gonna get him like a whole barrow load of vegetables. He'll love that. He'll love that. Yeah.
and Fugo just sort of nods enthusiastically.
Thanks, buddy. Want some more carrot?
What a great way to refocus.
No, the sewage water tastes really good.
Oh, I'm glad you enjoy it.
Lowen, how are you refocusing during this?
Lowen's just, I think, a little bit away from the group, just to sort of try and get some quiet. He's not doing that much. I think he's mostly just sort of standing, or leaning against the wall with his eyes closed as he sort of like twists his ring that he has, this like simple silver ring, and just, I guess, like quietly just mutters to himself. From an outside perspective, it does look like he's generally just really focused. He's really working through something, through some kind of ritual or something like that.
So at the end of this 10-minute break, we continue on. We've gone through at least 3 different intersections and have just sort of randomly, with no marks, just picked a direction and gone into it, feeling entirely lost. Until we see some light down a tunnel.
That is never a good sign.
No. And we can hear some voices. Who's in the lead?
I actually think, because I mentioned earlier, Flint was like pacing. He wants to move fast, so he'd be taking the lead.
Okay. Flint, and the rest of you can sort of, luckily you can see over Flint. You can see up ahead is what looks like to be a 4-way intersection with some sort of ramshackle wooden bridges crossing the water where the streams meet here. And you hear voices. 2 male, 2 sort of masculine, and 1 feminine. A feminine voice says, well, go on then. Open it. I don't want to open it. You open it. I'm not going to have to do everything here. The third voice says, it's just some shitty training exercise to catch some shitty wannabe rebels. And as you approach, you can see the light creating the shadow, clearly indicating 3 armatures around the corner. And that is where we'll pick things up next time.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, no. Okay.
Woo!
All right. What was that?
Tumble Through presents Twilight's Edge, a Pathfinder 2nd Edition actual play of the Council of Thieves adventure path, converted from Pathfinder 1st Edition. Tumble Through uses trademarks and/or copyrights owned by Paizo Inc. used under Paizo's fan content policy, paizo.com/licenses/fan content. Tumble Through is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about paizo.com and Paizo products, visit paizo.com.